Enough talking. Let's get to music. Kelsea Ballerini released an EP last year. It's called Mount Pleasant. I believe it comes from after her separation with her then boyfriend, who, whose name I can't remember. But I think he played in Outer Banks and a couple of things here and there. And apparently they got back together in the meantime. So I don't know how much this stands true, but I've always been a fan of Kelsey's writing. I feel like her performances are genuine and nice to listen to, and such good storytelling and descriptions that I just enjoy her music all the time. I'm not a big country person, but I tend to go back to Kelsey's albums quite often for just a mood. So anyway, um, so that's it. Let's start the Project Mount Pleasant with I Sit in Parks.
I sit in parks, it breaks my heart cause I see just how far I am from the things that I want. Dad brought the picnic, Mom brought the sunscreen, 2 kids are laughing and crying on red swings.
See the description and the visual, like storytelling.
But we don't have same Saturdays. Did I miss it? By now, is it a lucid dream? Is it my fault for chasing things a body clock doesn't wait for? I did the damn tour, it's what I wanted, what I got. I spun around and then I stopped and wondered if I missed the mark.
Okay. Sorry, I meant to spike the mic there. We're gonna have to talk about this for a sec after the song.
Hallucinate a nursery with Noah's Ark. They lay on a blanket and goddamn
Vaping is not good for you, Kelsey. Not for your lungs.
like I wanna be a mother, but Rolling Stone says I'm on the right road. So
Wow.
I refill my Lexapro. Did I miss it?
Wow.
By now, is it a lucid dream? Is it my fault for chasing things a body clock doesn't wait for? I did the damn tour, it's what I wanted, what I got. I spun around and then I stopped and wondered if I missed the mark.
Okay. That is painful. I feel like we're gonna talk about age in this one, and it's gonna hurt.
Terrence due in June, the album's due in March.
The album's due in March. So are we getting an album in March? Is that what this is saying? Because that came out when? November 14th? Yeah. So I have a feeling that we're gonna get an album soon. But she does that. She releases EPs between albums, which is a thing I'm a big fan of, because if you want to create a concept and really work on something more consistent, whatever other track that you want to put out that um you're living in a moment that you don't want to release as an LP, you can put it on an EP and just release whenever you want. So it's pretty cool. But I did want to go back to the If I Missed a Mark. It kind of really hit me because, as some of you might know, like I once in a blue moon will work on some music stuff and write, and I like poetry and just writing my thoughts down as well. I think it's without doing it consistently all the time, I do it, especially when I have like strong feelings and thoughts. Um, and anyway, one of the concepts that I came up with a while ago is like the whole miss the target type of idea of like everything that I thought I would be doing in my 20s that I did not achieve, or even this like ever moving target where it feels like whenever I accomplish something, it feels like the target is pushed away even more. And it's yeah, it just it hits pretty close to home. Um, Hi, Drop Shot. Welcome to the stream. Been a minute. You just woke up from a power nap. Damn, look at you. I did not nap today. I mean, during the holidays, I would nap 2 times a day plus my sleep. But now I'm like back. I'm refreshed, re-energized. No napping for me. But hello, welcome to the stream. Um, yeah. So anyway, that line and like Kelsey is so specific in her lyrics as well. Like just the whole like specifying the Lexapro, referring to her own life stuff, like citing I guess the Rolling Stone magazine saying that she's on the right road for her success in her career. And no, I love her writing. I just love her writing, her lyricism especially. And I know I've said that before, but oh, Drop Shot, hope you feel better soon. I mean, sleeping always helps. It's always a good option just to rest your body. All right, next one, people pleaser. We don't have any tracks called Mount Pleasant, so I wonder where that reference will be in the album.
I'm scared of sharks. I'll buy you pain and hang it and frame it. I hate the art. Don't lose my head when you just forget and leave me on red. I was done drinking, you say tequila. I'll buy the shots. So what does it mean? Keeps getting sadder. Was it 16 that made me not matter?
Ooh.
Was it Logan or Robbie? It's your captain named Carly that made the cut deeper and messed up my body. I'll keep being sweeter, but at my demise, call me people pleaser, and damn if they're right.
Whoa. Whoa, I feel like Kelsey and I have a lot in common now.
Turned up the banjo, dyed my hair blonder. I got the ad.
I just spilled coffee on myself. Okay.
Don't lose my mind when long is all right.
On my white shirt. That's great.
Internalized, internet lies. No, really, it isn't so bad. What does it mean? Climbing the ladder. Was it this dream that made me not matter? Was it drinking at parties or not getting sorry's? Wrong ring on my finger.
That's
playing Barbie that made me so eager to smile and lie. Call me people pleaser, and damn if they're right. Damn if they're right now. I just wanna scream.
yeah, no, I understand why you would want to scream.
Dramatic in me, yeah, right now. I just wanna leave, but I guess that I'll stay. He likes me today. So what does it mean, crying at Radnor? I just can't seem to cut out the chatter.
We have quite a bit of like mental health as a theme.
Cause that's what they like. She's skinny, so feed her and I'll take a bite. A selfish man eater, you're wrong, but alright. Fuck, who am I? Damn it, they're right.
Oh. Wow. Okay. Those are so, once again, so many specific examples of how she is a people pleaser. Like the whole like, if people will drink, I'll join. If people say something, I'll react. You know, the I'm assuming that her parents are probably divorced, and that's why like the Grammys, or for the Grammys, she invited her mom, and for the CMAs, she invited her dad. Oh my, yeah, it's so like, I feel like I'm reading a diary. That's really how it feels. Like I'm just taking a page out of her book and kind of going through like exactly her thoughts with like no filter, no pretend or pretending of the feelings or the thoughts or just like playing it off, just like pure like, hey, here's how I feel, here's how I am right now, and like I'm just getting 100% Kelsey in her songs. Yeah, you know. I interpreted it as doing what is expected and thinking that's what you want. I love it as an opener. Oh, the previous song. Okay, got it. And thank you, good sir. It's been snowing a ton here. Same here. Stop for a bit, and that's going until tomorrow. You hate this. This is what happens when you have coffee this late. Listen. It is decaf coffee. It does not contain any caffeine, and I'm gonna have to clean that later because I'm busy listening to Kelsea Ballerini. So the shirt's too late. The pants, meh, and I just have to wash my cup because it's putting coffee stains on my desk. You know what? That's okay. It's worth it. She does never miss with the lyrics. Absolutely. That's the beauty of Kelsey. I'm gonna repeat myself. I feel a lot, but okay. Emerald City. Emerald City pronunciation. Come on. But it made me think of
Always liked the color of my eyes till I knew she had
Wicked.
brown. I'm green.
Oh.
Always liked my naive innocence till I learned she got around. I'm green.
Oh.
She's
Oh,
still
that's
with me. I
a
hate to say it,
nice
but damn, she's pretty.
nice line.
Never known this shade of envy. Just tell me I'm your Emerald City.
Ooh.
If she texts in the middle of the night when we're laying in the bed, is it green? Wish I was cool like a shade of blue, but her lips are red, and I'm green. If I could
Whoa.
her, does she still get me? I hate to say it, but damn, she's pretty. Never known this shade of envy.
That is like the best way I've ever seen envy being described in a song.
Crazy. I'm just a girl, kinda jealous, kinda insecure, and I
And self-awareness.
takes me down an old road where she used to be yours. And it's tough to admit it, but it not break me. Let me know you hate to see me hurt. To one day won't faze me. Thinking about you, thinking about her. I'm good as gold, but when she's around, my true color comes out. If I got you, then baby, kiss me. Tell me that you think I'm so damn pretty. Double down that you'll end up with me. Just tell me I'm your Emerald City. I always like the color of my eyes.
You know, there's no person that's truly perfect in the world, and like it's all about the triggers, right? So like whether it's a situation, a person, um, a certain fear, and it makes those qualities that usually, like in any, actually, in organizational psychology, because I worked in that industry for a little while. I did marketing for a company that does personality assessments in the workplace, like the color test, MBTI, things like that, but more like scientifically accurate. The There is a one type of test specifically that refers to like the bright side of the personality that you see on a day-to-day basis, and then the derailers that they're called. So in times of like high stress or too much comfort, kind of like those negative traits, oftentimes like very close or similar to the positive traits, but like when they go way out of scale and they end up hindering more than being productive. And so, like uh it really takes a certain context of pressure or way too much comfort, so kind of the two polar opposites, to bring out those derailers. And so the like it's that one trigger for her, for Kelsey. It's that one person, or seeing probably, I believe, like from my understanding, her ex with like this other new person in that ex's life. That's the thing that triggers her, right? And so anyway, but I also like the description of like I need to stop saying like so often. I really like the play on words of like, I need to stop saying like, oh my god. um I always liked the color of my eyes till I knew she had brown. I'm green, just referring to the eye colors. And then always liked my naive innocence till I learned she got around. I'm green. And that is alluding to her being green, as in like being, I guess for the lack of better words, prude or more conservative, and less like open, I guess, or less experimented. Whereas the other one got around, has more experience. So anyway, just a bunch of a play on words with the color green and the idea of envy, and I think it was beautifully captured in the song. lyrics, damn, for Kelsey. Jesus. It's so nice to read. I always have a fun time reading lyrics with Kelsey. Anyway, hear me out, Green. Envy or innocent? That's true. You know how people use the phrase. I mean, yeah, green as in young and inexperimented. Hi, Maddie. Hello, just got here. What did I miss? And what are we listening to today? We're starting with Kelsea Ballerini, then we're heading into Somber, and then Jesse J catching up onto 2025 projects. So we're just about halfway through the EP for Kelsey. Welcome to the stream. I think we all can somewhat relate to comparing yourself to someone else. Definitely. That's that's yeah. We all have at some point or another. Sometimes positively, sometimes not as positive, but that's okay. That's part of life. Not the lurk. Chop. I tend to pop every so often and just like I'll be watching here and listening. All good. I appreciate the presence. Yeah, Maddie, we kind of got an eclectic playlist today, but starting off with some country, and then we're heading into pop music, and then kind of venturing around with a bunch of different sounds. You know, this would be a lot more fun if you subscribed and stuck around for more videos. After all, I am stuck in here. I'm just kidding, I'm not. Or am I? I do my best to make sure the most accurate timestamps are available in my video descriptions, so that, you know, you can skip the boring parts and head right for the music instead of me talking. Okay, let's carry on. After Emerald City, we have 587, which I have a feeling... Now I kind of saw the lyrics already, so I spoiled it, but I had a feeling it was like a area code for a phone number.
Song still sad? Is my lipstick still stuck on your stemless wine glass?
Whoa.
I heard you covered up your tattoo. It's probably time I covered mine too. I guess
oh damn.
Just a break
is that about
us. It's a
oh
space between us. 587, 587. Baby, that's the distance. Path of least resistance.
Not a project management term. Path of least resistance.
Got me reminiscing. It used to be a quick flight. By midnight, we were kissing in the
Okay, no, it's a distance. So like 587 miles? Or kilometers? I don't think they use kilometers in the States. Used to be a quick flight. By midnight, we're here. We're kissing in the Huh.
easy flight. It was an easy flight. We did it Saturdays, but then we'd end up fighting over these calls from exes, past life connections, and who's more impressive. Guess it isn't just a break between us, just a little more space. 587, 587. Baby, that's the distance. Path of least resistance.
We got a lot of like slower songs, almost ballads, or definitely mid-tempo on this EP. Very like reflective. And soft vocals as well. We don't have a lot of big dramatic vocals or like voice breaks or things like that. Yeah. Opening up the door again. If you want to travel those 587 miles, I guess.
$587.
587. Huh. Unfortunately, we are all creatures of habit. Everyone models themselves after someone they look up to. I look up at everyone because I'm short. I really did not expect the ending. That was a good one. Great delivery, especially writing wise. But yeah, we definitely all look up to people, or unfortunately sometimes look down to people. Um, I tried looking up this album and realized I confused Kelsey with Casey Musgraves. I mean two queens really of country music. Um, and I did Casey's let me say that again. I'm gonna have a hard time talking tonight. I did Casey's last album a little while ago. I think it was one of my last edited videos, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, we'll see. Event, yeah, we'll see if she comes up with an album in the future, and I'll definitely cover those. I mean, Golden Hour was such a great album. Um, this is sad, but Path of Least Resistance just gave me flashbacks to class. Yeah, no, as somebody who studied operations and project management, I'm just like doing critical paths and least resistance. Um, that's crazy. Anyway, next, the revisionists.
Cousin with a skateboard, steep driveway, said I dare you, so I did. Now I got two scarred knees and elbows, as long as I live. At the pink house with the wet paint, 631 Wild Oak Drive. Mama said don't touch it, but I did. Red-handed my first lie. It's a shame you can't erase a bad decision. Have been reading into mine since
The piano is
93.
beautiful.
Can't write it if it's wrong once it's written. Can't edit, just let it be history, story of my life. I think that I'm finally getting it. I want it all, but I'd like to call the revisionist. And Chattanooga young love wasn't ready, but he was. So I did. Now
I get it.
thinking about how to tell my daughter someday about that holiday. And it's a shame you can't erase a bad decision. Haven't reading into mine since 93. Can't write it if it's wrong once it's written. Can't edit, just let it be history, story of my life.
Yeah.
I think that I'm finally getting it.
That's really just the coming of age, end of the 20s, beginning of the 30s.
I'd like to call the revisionist to destroy all the evidence and all my tears on the cutting room floor. Back to those relationships where I've been a bitch, prove that I'm not like that anymore.
That's such a gorgeous ballad. And really, the EP has been so like self-aware and
It's a shame you can't erase a bad decision.
like self-reflective.
Been in mine since 93. Can't write it if it's wrong once it's written. Can't rip out all the pages about you and me. It's all in quotes, and that's all she wrote now, isn't it? I own it all, but I'd still like to call
It's all in quotes.
revisionist.
It's funny because even people with like great success in life um can still have regrets or moments where they kind of second out their decisions and things that they did in the past. And this is a beautiful testament to there are things that no matter the level of success or fame or money or whatever case may be, you always have things, you start somewhere and you always have things that may haunt you throughout life and things that you wish you could edit a little bit or change up. One of the things that I've come to realize over the 3 years of doing YouTube now is I should have started sooner. I had everything I needed way before, and I should have started sooner, you know? So, anyway, we all have things that like kind of haunt us of like, hey, kind of the butterfly effect, if you will, as well, in a way. Um, but once again, her lyrics are incredibly specific and storytelling and visual, and she even included a full on address 6314 Wild Oak Drive. um yeah, and I this one stands out to me mostly sonically. Having her like on a piano ballad instead of a guitar ballad is very nice to hear, and the melody is beautiful. Yeah. It is not a duet. It's actually a thing that's really common in country music, of having both like a female and a male singer sing together, one as a background, just to create a layer vocally. One of the artists that I personally predominantly kind of got that from and understood that from is from listening to Shania Twain. Like a lot of musics have like a male background singer, and it's often like the producer, or somebody who worked on the song with them, like part of a band as well, potentially. It just creates a second like layer of vocals that creates some like depth, and metaphorically also like a conversation of, to me it's like kind of the outer perspective sometimes. um but yeah, it's not a duet, it's really just a style that we find in country music, and not so much I think in new country, but definitely country pop from like 90s and early 2000s, if I'm not mistaken. um but clever lyrics, I agree. They're all really, really good. Digital footprint. Don't we all have something we'd like to revise? See, it's funny because yeah, mine is like more the absence of I should have had a longer footprint, considering my background and my ability to do these projects. I mean, I started way later than I could have. Um, but yeah, definitely, digital footprints definitely might have left some stuff we want to erase. Yeah, yeah, that's a style for country music. All right, and that brings us to the last track. Oh, I forgot 587 was the reference in Mount Pleasant. We finally got it. But okay, check on your friends. Last track of the EP.
Check on your friends that are smiling. They're the ones crying when they're home and it's late. The ones at the life of the party, up with the DJ, up on the drugs that they take. Pretty in the photo for sure, pretty in the app, pretty not good at being alone. Struggling and nobody knows.
Oh, I feel a little called out there.
When she picks up the phone, so check on your friends that are smiling. They're the ones crying. Check on your friends that are smiling, they're the ones dying.
Whoa.
Funny with self-deprecating jokes that she's making, hopes that they take it at face. Spark in her eyes like an actress, hiding the fact that her heart's all up in flames. Pretty far from the girl that she was when she was 24. Another plane to Paris for the allure. Deep down, terrified of going home and shutting the door. Check on your friends that are smiling, they're the ones crying. Check on your friends that are smiling.
Interesting. And she's writing, I think, about herself, but from like a third person
Check on your
perspective.
friends and your lovers, fathers and mothers. Check on yourself, okay? We all got the downers and uppers, yeah, we all wonder, but it's better if you stay. It can snow in the summer for sure, but when it's coming down real bad, baby, I got a coat. Struggling, I see it, I know. You can take the cape and the makeup off, let it pour. Check on your friends that are smiling.
Yeah. That is something you learn with the years.
Check on yourself, okay?
Wow. I just read the last two lines of the lyrics as well. That is a crazy callback to the first track of the album. I wonder if it's gonna be like a different production, or like she's going to maintain. Okay, key change. Wow. Wow. The full circle of the project. See, Kelsey's so clever with her projects. I always love it. Let me see if it just like plays into. Huh. It's a very different production, but yeah, check on your friends is definitely a real thing. Um, a lot of the people pleasers, I mean, she's definitely talking about herself in the song, but like a lot of the people pleasers have a tendency to like hide the pain, hide the sadness, and smile through it, like kind of pretend. And oftentimes they are the ones like hiding the most like shame and sadness, and they don't want to let people know, but they also sort of want to let people know, but they're not able to because they're too hard on themselves. And I guess I kind of relate to it a little too much, if you ask me, but um, it's such a thing. Do check on your friends. Like sometimes, things happen that they're not opening up about, and it's. I think like when she sings the lines, check on your friends are the ones who are crying, and then check on your friends they're the ones who are dying. It doesn't have to be literally dying. It could also mean like those who are dying inside emotionally, psychologically, and who are tormenting themselves, going through a certain chapter of their lives, and that can be so painful as well. And yeah, just do check on your friends. And I think it's almost like in the way that she put it, it's inviting other people to like, hey, check up on her. It's like a lot easier to say check up on this person, or check on this person. Um, or just as a general rule, guys, it's a good thing to check up on your friends. And then the kind of underlying hope is that her own friends check on her. So anyway, but once again, the lyrical writing is, I mean, exactly what I expect from Kelsey. Um, but just so good. Country music is such a descriptive style, like genre, as storytelling, and she just applies it so perfectly well. It's a lot more of a quieter album, I want to say. It's a lot more of a smoother album or project, I should say. Uh, so there's not like a big banger, or like lots of highs and lows and things like that, but it's a very nice in between. It's very soothing in between, and um, kind of like preparing or opening the next steps for the next project. Um, yeah, but it was a great project. I really, really enjoyed it. It's and it's easy to listen to. There's the melodies are so nice. Huh, you're still here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little surprised. I guess you're really, really patient. Or weird. I don't know which one I prefer. Anyway, enjoy. Be careful what you say in the comments. I'm known to be a little feisty over there. After all, I am an Aries. You've been warned. Wow, I had such a great time reacting to this project. At least, I certainly hope I did. I wouldn't know. Remember, you can view my song ranking as well as the score I assigned to this project below in the pinned comment. And yeah, feel free to let me know how wrong I am. Just don't put a hex on my bloodline, please. You can't see it, but I am most definitely wearing pants. I just choose never to get up during my videos.